Love is not a feeling, it's an art. And to learn how to love, one must study it. Just as one would study music, painting, or medicine. Erich Fromm, The Art of Loving. Today, I won't talk to you about theory. I'll talk about why your heart keeps choosing pain, even when your mind is begging for peace. What you're about to hear may change your life, because this isn't about others, it's about you, about how your inner compass of love keeps leading you not where you want to go, but where there once was, even for a moment, warmth. Today, I'll show you something that can forever change your relationships. Not with someone else, but with yourself. Because until you understand how you attach, you won't understand why you keep choosing pain. You may know all the psychology. You may understand that this person isn't right for you. You may swear you'll never return to that story again. And yet, you do. One message, one look, and the heart chooses pain, even when the mind whispers for peace. Why does it happen? Why do we walk back into the fire, even when we already see the warning signs? The answer isn't weakness. The answer is in your attachment. The way you love, wait, fear, withdraw, it's not random. It's your inner safety script, your way of staying alive, even if it means surviving through pain. And today, I'll show you why this script keeps repeating and how you can rewrite it. The same story, different faces, and same feeling. You find yourself living a familiar script again. At first, it feels new, light, exciting, full of hope. But then, silence, cold, pain, and you ask yourself, why again? You choose the unavailable one again, the one who comes close then disappears, who keeps you doubting yourself, them, love itself. Or the opposite, you meet someone who's ready, who's here, who loves you, but something inside you folds in on itself. You don't feel the spark. You pull away without knowing why. You tell yourself, it's just not right. But what's really happening is fear. Fear of being seen. Fear of being vulnerable. This isn't bad luck. This isn't a broken picker. It's your attachment style. A pattern quietly directing your relationships. Like an invisible screenwriter, writing the same story for you, with different actors, but always the same ending. What is attachment theory? Attachment theory isn't about romance. It's not about who texted first or how to love the right way. It's about safety. It's about that quiet question our brain asks every time we let someone in. Can I be myself and not be left? Can I relax and not wait for the blow? Our relationships aren't just emotions. They're biology, survival in motion. When we feel calm with someone, the body says, safe. You can breathe when we feel anxious, tense, or bracing for pain. It's not fear of losing. It's an ancient signal, danger. Step back. In childhood, we learn who stays and who leaves, who comes when we're scared, who looks away when we cry, who pretends nothing happened. And all these tiny lessons become our inner map of love. That map lives in the body, in the heart, in memory. It doesn't ask what you want now. It simply repeats what it already knows. That's why we keep choosing those who don't choose us. That's why, even with good people, we sometimes feel uneasy, unsafe. Because somewhere deep inside, the child within us is still asking, will you really stay this time? As adults, we just continue that old lesson. Only now it's not parents, it's partners. Not a crib, but a couch where someone pulls away. And inside, it's still the same. The longing to be loved and the fear that this time it might still fall apart. How our inner compass of love is formed. We aren't born anxious. We aren't born cold. We simply learn how the world responds to our vulnerability. A child doesn't know what relationships are. They just reach out toward the one who brings warmth. They cry not to manipulate, but to ask a silent question. World, are you there? If the world answers, trust begins. The body remembers. It's safe to ask. It's safe to wait. It's safe to exist. But if the world stays silent too long, a different kind of silence grows inside. A cold one, where the child learns to be strong too soon. If the mother comes with irritation, the child learns to hide feelings. If she fears tears, the child hides pain. If she leaves when it's scary, the child learns to survive without love. And these lessons stay, not in memory, but in the body. When someone comes close, the heart freezes. When someone pulls away, anxiety rises. We tell ourselves, that's just who I am. But it's not identity, it's adaptation. It's our inner compass that once calibrated itself, not toward love, but toward survival. It doesn't look for what feels good. It looks for what feels familiar. It doesn't lead us to safety. It leads us back to where the pain was, hoping that this time the story will end differently. But inside, there's still that same child, reaching out, asking without words, can I be myself and not be left? How it shows up in adult relationships. When we grow up, it feels like everything starts over. New people, new relationships, a new chance. But inside, the same navigation system, the same compass that once learned not to search for love, but for safety. It no longer asks, do I feel good with this person? It asks, do I feel familiar? That's why you might feel drawn not to the kind and the steady, but to those who awaken your old anxiety. It's not masochism. It's not a toxic taste. It's simply the body recognizing a familiar tension and whispering, this feels like home. If, as a child, love always came with pain, then as an adult, you unconsciously search for the same mix. Because it feels real. Where there are storms, tears, ups and downs, it feels alive. And when it's calm, your brain whispers, maybe it's not love. If as a child they came to you only when you were good, then as an adult, you're afraid to be yourself. You smile when you want to stay silent. You apologize when you were the one hurt. You learn to endure, just to not be left. And if you were taught, don't cry, handle it yourself, then now, you don't ask for help. You retreat into silence when it hurts. You build fortresses out of independence and call them freedom. And none of this is your fault. It's simply your protection. The same system that once kept you alive, but now keeps you from truly living. And this is the turning point, when awareness becomes a choice. You can keep defending yourself from love, or you can begin learning to receive it without fear. It's not about perfect relationships. It's about finally feeling, I can be myself and still be safe. And that's where your new story begins, because it was never that you were broken. It was just a script, one you can finally rewrite. In the next video, we'll go deeper into this theme. We'll talk about the 4 attachment styles and how each one quietly shapes the way we love and connect. Because understanding your style is the moment you see where pain ends and freedom begins.